In the Torsky-Zarechny battle sector, Ukrainian air intelligence detected the movement of a group of Russian infantry. The unit attempted to infiltrate with the aim of strengthening frontline defenses and opening up supply lines. Interestingly, enemy personnel were seen wearing anti-drone cloaks, an experimental piece of equipment they claimed protected them from optical and thermal detection. With this equipment, they hoped to reach their target lines and survive Ukrainian air dominance. Drone operators from Ukraine's 63rd BBS Brigade are experienced in identifying every enemy movement, even through camouflage. In new footage, surveillance cameras mounted on tactical drones easily captured the movement of a group of Russian infantry in open terrain. Once a target was locked, leaving no opportunity for the enemy to hide, the FPV attack drones were launched with high precision. Within seconds, the drones Ukraine's 63rd BBS Brigade struck Russian soldiers one after another, and loud explosions rocked the invaders' positions. The cloaks they relied on turned out to be nothing more than ordinary cloth, unable to conceal body heat, movement tracks, or protect against the destructive force of the blast. This incident served as further evidence that Russia's improvised technology was no match for the sophistication and experience of Ukrainian operators. The invaders' hopes of surviving and breaking through the defense lines toward Torsky or Zarechny ended in destruction in the open field. In this case, the Eastern Front once again demonstrated Ukraine's complete dominance in drone warfare. Russia's efforts with makeshift equipment, such as anti-drone cloaks, proved futile in the face of the sharp reconnaissance and precision attacks of the 63rd BBS Brigade. During the day in the eastern sector, units of the 63rd Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces also conducted an aerial reconnaissance mission that escalated into a precision strike operation. The enemy was detected moving in small formations across open paths without natural cover. The flat terrain and minimal vegetation made their positions easily identifiable by unmanned aerial systems. Drone surveillance revealed a group of exhausted Russian soldiers moving at a slow pace, oblivious to their surroundings. Aerial footage showed the Russian soldiers wearing body armor, likely designed to reduce visibility or disguise their presence from aerial reconnaissance detection. However, visual analysis of the UAV operator concluded that their movement patterns were uncoordinated, indicating physical exhaustion and a decline in combat morale. The FPV operator immediately executed an attack maneuver using a drone armed with a high-yield explosive. After confirming the target, the drone glided at a low, high-speed trajectory toward the primary target, directly striking one of the Russian soldiers at the forefront of the group. Not only that, from another drone camera, it was seen that the precision explosion followed by the fragmentation effect destroyed the target's body instantly, and the result was fatal. The attack cut off movement and simultaneously thwarted infiltration attempts in the open path. The enemy's attempts to take cover were impossible given their open area, and the use of improvised equipment to avoid detection proved ineffective. The 63rd Mechanized Brigade will continue to intensify the use of UAVs in combined operations to ensure complete dominance in the low air and maintain the initiative on the ground. At the same time, Ukrainian forces have launched a systematic campaign targeting Russian ammunition depots from Donetsk city to the front lines at Pokrovsk, creating critical shortages that are allowing Ukrainian units to exploit weaknesses and seize tactical initiative across the direction. Here, Ukrainians are targeting all the major and minor ammunition depots from Donetsk city all the way to the front line at Pokrovsk. With shortages of ammunition for Russian soldiers fighting on the contact line, Ukrainian units are able to expertly exploit these weaknesses and take the initiative. Ukrainian strikes have crippled Russian supplies of weapons in the Pokrovsk direction, with multiple confirmed hits against key ammunition depots throughout the region. In Donetsk, a series of massive explosions rocked the city after Ukrainian long-range drones penetrated Russian defenses. Air defense systems were active beforehand, with smoke trails visible in the sky, but they failed to intercept the incoming strikes. Footage from Russian soldiers captured the true scale of the destruction, with thick black smoke rising above a facility, followed by a colossal explosion that sent shockwaves through the area, knocking down the soldier who was filming. Secondary blasts continued for hours, clear evidence of hundreds of tons of ammunition igniting and cooking off. In at least 2 different parts of Donetsk, separate plumes of smoke confirmed that multiple storage sites had been struck, leaving no doubt that Ukrainian intelligence and precision targeting had hit their mark. Saladov was not spared either, and another geolocated video taken by Russian personnel showed a local base and warehouse engulfed in flames, with ammunition exploding uncontrollably. In the background, a shaken soldier muttered that hell has broken loose, summing up the chaos that unfolded as the depot erupted. Saladov has long been used as a central logistics hub due to its size and relative concealment opportunities for Russian soldiers in the Pokrovsk direction. Now it has become a death trap for Russian stockpiles due to its proximity to the front line of around 20 kilometers. Ukrainian forces struck precisely, underscoring that there are no secure places in the Pokrovsk rear, despite the Russian command believing they had relative safety due to the available buildings. The Donetsk-Yasinovato-Horlivka rail triangle, combined with the Avdiivka-Ohatyna road corridor, has always been the lifeline for Russia's offensive toward Pokrovsk. By hitting depots within this network, Ukrainian units force Russia to disperse munitions into smaller caches and rely on last-minute convoys that are far easier to intercept. With Saladov now burning, Russia has no safe ammunition hubs south of Pokrovsk, meaning supplies must take longer, more fuel-intensive roads, often through poor road conditions, and exposed to drones and artillery. Every strike on Yasinovato or Donetsk is immediately felt on the front lines of the Donetsk-Horlivka rail triangle. Due to immediate rationing of shells, weaker counter-battery fire, along with slower and less coordinated assaults,